Hey, Metal. Probably not here yet. Seeing as how I know you put that elbow cuff thing in a couple hours ago. But hey, anyways, um, we are here tonight, just doing some whatever drawings. I've got a few things picked out of my characters. No tribute like last week. Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna start drawing, and hopefully some people come into the chat and thing. Let's share this out first. We do want to do that. Hopefully, that will mean getting some people here by sharing it out. So we'll do the one, the only, the Twitter. We're all at Twittering. And then I guess we'll also do Discord. Um, so, I've actually finished watching She-Hulk this week. Um, Finally, it was all right, but in some ways it didn't. I know breaking the fourth wall is something, but I didn't really like the ending. That's the problem with a bunch of these Marvel TV shows. There's not enough action, in my opinion. You know, I get it. It's a TV show. Hey, good night, Spoon. The harder, the good, the better the man. I guess so. So how are you tonight? Good night, Spoon. You have yet to. Oh, we got to get together, soon, because I'd like to get your address off you to send you a few things in the near future. I'd like to send you the Canadian Shield 1, since you sort of paid for it. And no, probably number 2 and Snowdrift 1. Um, which hopefully will be both printed and shipped to me by February or early February. Hopefully they'll be getting printed early July. I mean, not July, January. Okay, so let's see. We did Insecto last time. We're gonna do Ozona this time. Well, we did a few characters last time. Um, Ozona is just gonna be one of them that we're doing here. Of course, we want a reference. So, what have you been up to this last week? How was your weekend and all that? Good night, Spoon. Um, let's see. Let's get black. Ugh. I'll send if you. I'll send you a Christmas card. Would that resolve? Yeah, that could resolve the address issue because you put your return address on the thing. Do you have my address? That's a good question. Do you have a digital copy of Canadian Shield 1? crap! I might have to have to sign it. But we got a couple weeks for that, anyways. Like I said, Snowdrift is all done. Canadian Shield, well, the art should basically be all done. I'd say by Sunday. Hopefully Saturday. I've got 2 pages to do. I have I have a digital copy of the original canonical Shield one from 1990, but not the new one. Okay, the canonical. What the heck is that one that you said? Because I don't think it has anything to do with my comics. Uh, Canadian, but I substitute canonical for Canada. Okay, you have one from 1997. Well, that's not mine as well. You have a Canadian Shield from 1997. Well, that's definitely not a Cross Comics one. And I thought you might have did that with the canonical. Or are you just joking about the 1997 thing? Hey, oh, Elric. I was hoping you'd stop by. Um, I don't think your email is working. I made up a date because I don't remember when you said you made it. Yeah, I saw you in Dillard's chat last night. I went through his thing a little bit. Hey, Metal, maybe it's the one I left in the past while time traveling. Well, Good Night Spoon. If you actually have a digital copy of the one that I, put out a couple years ago, in it, if you look in the indicia, um, my address is actually there. Um, hey, Rebellious. Um, Elric. But with that said, um, I just wanted to make sure if it's the one that I think it is, yours. I want to make sure that address, well, that you're that person. Um, I know you don't get into Twitter much, but could you go into Twitter and DM me your email? Because I sent you the.
There is no email.
Well, when I email you with the account that I think is yours, that is hooked up to Indiegogo, it just puts it back at me. Says the address doesn't exist or something to that effect. Now I have to I have to find our drive. Life is so cruel. So it's good. And hello, Metal. How are you?
I am.
And can everybody hear Metal? Just need to make sure. Yeah, it looks like you're on. So,
Nor does it.
hey, Pilfer. How are you, Pilfer Pup? Um, I don't want to say your email out loud, Elric. What I think it is. If you say I can, then I will. But till then, I don't want to even dox that about you. So, thank you very much. Oh, that's good. Gotta catch another one of your streams. Oh, that's good.
You ever get the store brand cola and it tastes flat the moment you open it?
I'm not sure whether it would taste flat. I won't say it, Elric. Like I said, the only way I was gonna say it is if you said I could, and well, just because I've got almost everybody's envelopes made up. Elric will be getting a box. I just want to know, make sure it's the you're the one person that I think you are um, in the list, so I know to make that person the box because yes, you got what you got, but I'm gonna add a few copies of your um thing, your cover for you, so you can hand them out or sell them or do whatever. Did John join the MLP community in a fit? I don't know. And I'm glad you're catching one too. I am slowly doing stuff here. Hey, Kelly and Jordan Squad, how are you? Yeah, I'm probably gonna send you at least a minimum of 10 copies beyond the one that you ordered. I'm probably thinking of 20 copies for you.
That's
So
a lot of copies.
yeah, well, he did it for free and all that. So I want to give him something that he can also show around and be proud of. I did not know you had cancer. I'm sorry to hear
I
that.
think I found out maybe it was yesterday or whatever in the chat of Dillard stream.
Yeah, well, or that early this morning, depending on where you are. He says the best part is he can still drink Coca Cola. Uh, for those who are here, what I'm trying to do slowly and just for fun, well, is draw my character Ozona. You see her here on the screen. Hello, mother.
Hello. Just seeing one, who you're talking to, and two, what
Uh,
you're doing.
I am live on my channel, just drawing and talking with whomever in the chat, the chill stream. Um, and Metal's on with me in my Discord.
Say hello.
I think you just
Hey,
did.
everybody.
I think you just did. So there you go. Well, that's good that you can still drink Coca Cola. So yeah, I just finished watching. What's the name of it today? She Hulk.
My condolences.
The series for the whole wasn't too bad. Um, but the last episode, I get breaking the fourth wall. That's part of She Hulk's thing. But the way that she did it, and well, actually, it's the problem I find in most of these Marvel TV series, at least the ones that go on Disney Plus for like 6 or 8 episodes or whatever. Yeah, Metal is here. Metal is everywhere, says Timothy. And hello, Timothy. Um, but they don't have a lot of the action, for superhero stuff. Or then they ruin it. There was going to be an action scene, and then, you know, she stops it. Let's let's start. Let's do this legally with words.
Except they know nothing about the law. It's like a worse version of Ally McBeal.
Yeah.
Hey, Frosty.
Well, do I hear rebellious?
Yes, indeed. Yes, you hear them. They are back.
Hey. Okay, one sec. Your volume is okay.
Is it low or high?
It's good now. I hired up your volume. It was low for some reason.
Huh.
Probably
Um,
because you're usually really, really loud.
I don't know why all the volume flex. Well,
And you got a lot of static or whatever too.
yeah, can't exactly control that.
Yeah, that's no problem. Hey, look who's in the chat. We have not seen him for a long, long time. We have Good Dog Press. Hello, Good Dog Press. How are you doing?
I thought you were gonna say Elric.
I've already been talking to Elric. Elric, it's been even longer for Good Dog Press than it has been for Elric.
Okay. Uh, um.
Good Dog Press was one of the first people around the channel. I actually got him doing his own channel for a while, but he had taken a break. Well, he's still taking a break, probably.
Yeah. I swear. I feel like a good chunk of channels are taking a break, it seems. Like, I'm even trying to get back into production. Man!
Yeah. Well, you had a reason. Well, you're not taking a long break, but you had a reason to take a break, and I won't get
Yeah.
into it.
It's okay to get into it if you want to. It's channel public, so
Yeah.
might as well. If you want to,
Yeah.
that is.
Hey, Tim Sweeney. Uh, Good dog. I was talking to your wife via Facebook a week or so ago. Do you have any copies of Skunk Girl around? I am good, Tim. I wonder if I'm gonna
Man,
get.
the chat is popping tonight.
Yes, this is good. This is good. Yes, every Tuesday night we have the chill stream. Let's discuss the merits of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein and who was the real monster.
Yeah, we've got Timothy, Elric, Sulfur was here earlier.
Pilfer might even still be listening.
Yeah.
I know sometimes it's easy just to listen while you doing something. Like
Yeah.
a lot of times now I'm doing when I'm doing stuff off stream. I'm listening and not really in the. I'm listening but not in the chat to some people that I can just listen to without chatting.
Uh, to answer Goodnight Spoon's question, it's clearly the real monster was Victor's fiance.
Hey, I'm not talking to her behind your back, good dog. It's I've tried to get a hold of you to talk. It's easier to get a hold of her, it seems, to talk than you. And I know you only tease. Good night. It says the correct answer is Max Landis. But yes, the reason I've been missing in action was because of cancer. Oh, wow. Yeah, you were saying earlier that you had gotten cancer. a particular.
Yeah, that.
Go ahead, Corbelius.
Yeah, he said it in Dillard's chat last night.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't in Dillard's chat last night. I did end up going through a little bit of Dillard's and seeing him in there. Um, yeah, I wanna check something out. See whether he twittered me. No, no, he didn't do that. But yeah, oh yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, what the question is? What shall we talk about? What are we gonna get into talking about?
I don't know, man. I'm just trying to get back to into the gist so that I can do my show without problems. Honestly, I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Who knew that you would be expecting me? But then again, is it really that much of a surprise to have you be expecting me to come up with some weird, was about to swear there, conversation?
Yeah.
Some weird conversation.
No weirder than I can come up with at times. Or metal.
I swear, I'm going to have to get back to, not swearing as much.
Yeah, it can be hard once you start.
Yeah. Didn't necessarily start on purpose either.
Yeah, well,
It's just one of those things.
I'd say most people don't start something like that on purpose. They just naturally happens for most people because a lot of people in their life do it. Also, I had surgery on Halloween Day. No joke. Oh, what? Again, you don't have to answer too, Ulrich. But surgery for what? Frankenstein dabbled in marijuana. Says Goodnight Spoon. Hey, Captain Finity, how are you?
I don't even think that Victor was dabbling into something he wasn't supposed to. I think the biggest thing is it's a story about hubris. Right? He wasn't supposed to by the standards of the time, but if he had found other people to work with, if he wasn't so full of himself, then things probably would have went a completely different direction.
Yeah.
And to emphasize that the whole story from the beginning was about hubris, the original name of the story was The Modern Prometheus.
Yeah, Eagle's been missing for a while too, but I did stop for a little bit, live streaming, and then I came back doing the chill streams. Just doing Tuesday nights, 10 o'clock Eastern, chilling, just, not having a specific thing that I wanted to get done, like, a specific drawing. I just wanted to.
Yeah, and then I just happened to, like, hijack it with random crap, like, personality quizzes.
Hey, but that's the whole thing for the chill stream. That stuff can happen, I'm not that my other stream.
Also, I'm pretty sure Goodnight Spoon has been pressuring people into taking personality quizzes long before you showed up.
Yeah, and I'm just the one that enforces it, man. You better be thankful, Goodnight Spoon, apparently. So, Metal, how's life been? If you feel comfortable sharing on air. If not, I have a DMs. If you feel comfortable sharing there. No pressure.
Oh, he doesn't care one way or another, probably, but he's not going to give you a straight answer either, just to, mess with you.
He's not going to give me a straight answer. Wow. I wouldn't give him a straight answer either. None of my answers are ever straight. Why am I like this? Here's
I,
me and my gay jokes again. Gotta
Oh, I
keep
see
things
people mentioning
interesting, right?
Scribbattle. You know, I went out on top with Scribbattle. I won the only one I ever competed in.
yeah, Timothy saying, what about his buckler hat he won in Secret Battle? Well, you got to take that up with Dillard, not me. And
What character you're drawing, Cressy?
uh, my character Ozona.
Oh, with like for whatever reason, with those like 3 lines in the front, I thought you were drawing Rebellious again. My bad.
No, but you can see Ozona here in the corner, what she looks like, basically, and I'm just going step by step, getting her. I got a basic body form, not good female form. Um, and then
That's honestly fair. um, I personally suck at drawing female form. And again,
There we go.
main
Assuming the
character,
link doesn't get flagged, here's the version of Ozona that I drew.
okay, let me
Why does it sound like there's a Christmas music in a Metal's background?
No, this is Pokemon Center theme. There are people playing Pokemon on the TV.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, my bad.
Okay. Oh, did you just put a link to it or something in the chat?
Oh yeah, I just put it in the chat for other people to see if they're interested. I wasn't going to force you to show anything.
Oh.
I'm not hijacking your show.
I'm too late. I already do it. Deal with it, Metal. I already hijacked his show.
Everybody needs bigger tracts of land, according to you. That's female, Elric.
I'm kind of wondering what Elric tends to think about with characters like mine. Just kidding. Mine are kind of odd, honestly. Or pastry. Pastry is kind of odd. Because you got female-ish hair on like a male-ish like structure.
Yes,
Metal,
Elric
have
is
you ever
the
tried drawing my
glitchy
character
Pokemon.
before?
No, I have not.
The donut batch seems to be having a good time with drawing my character sometimes. The thing is that they tend to struggle with is the hair.
Yeah.
Which is understandable. I'm like, well, the hair is the most struggle thing, the most popular struggle drawing other people's characters from what I've experienced.
Yeah. Your character pastry has a very unique hair, I'll say. And hello, Marsupial. Marsupial, is your address in Indiegogo the right one? I think you moved or you're going to be moving shortly. You were saying on the...
Hey, Marp!
He's changed his address several times.
Yeah, so I'm making up the envelopes for that, or I've made up all but 2. Marsupials and what I believe is Elric's. And Elric's not getting an envelope, like I was saying earlier. Elric will be getting a box. Not a big box, but a box.
When did you start this specific one? He was probably already in the apartment he's in now since then.
Yeah, he probably might have been. Well, I started this back in June, but I know he was saying.
Yeah, no, I think he was already there by then.
Yeah, I just want to make sure, especially I heard him saying recently on the Vomitorium that he's gonna have to move. Hey, Master Panda, how are you?
Yeah, but it's like he hasn't even started like going there and shopping for places, so I don't think he'd have another address other than his current one to give you.
Okay.
Unless I don't know, maybe he'd send it to his girlfriend or his mom or somebody who has a permanent address for safekeeping, but that'd probably be it.
Okay, he says, I just replied to your email. Okay, I did not know that because I've been on here. It hasn't changed in over a year, so it should be correct. Okay. Uh,
Yeah, I will say like we've been running the vomitorium. He's been in the same place for a while.
and Eric, your probably address is the same. I'm just making sure the one that I think is your address because I don't want to send it to like thinking Metal's address is yours and or somebody else's.
I guess metal would get double the stuff then. I guess. Oh no. Continue.
Yeah, just send everything to my address. I'm sure it'll end up in the right place.
Yeah. I was kidding.
Yeah. Well, if that's true that you don't check your email often or at all, they might have closed down your account, Elric, without you knowing it.
Who closes out email accounts anymore?
Like if you don't use an email account for a couple years,
Yeah, I mean they kind of used to do that, right? But if you're with one of the major providers, like say Google, like maybe use a Gmail, if even Yahoo, like their servers are so big now that they just don't even touch them. There's a lot of like dead accounts that are just sitting there in their server space.
yeah, I think
I remember AOL. If you went like 3 months without using it, they'd kill your account.
yeah. No, Elric, it would still be possible to chat because once you get this account, they wouldn't shut this account, your YouTube account down, just because that's inactive or been shut down because you already got this account. It's not like they go recheck to see whether you're re-verified every 6 months or something like that the emails.
Yeah, no. Google really doesn't do that. I have Google accounts that I haven't touched in like over a year that are still receiving emails. Like I went and checked them recently. That are used for like different junk things. The only Google account of mine that's ever technically been shut down is this really, really old one from maybe 2008 or 9, and the only reason it even ended up in the state is because it was one of those partnered accounts where like a forum site would partner with Google and they would use that as their official email account. And I can still get into it and I can look at all the old archived emails. It just doesn't receive anything new anymore.
So, metal. This is kind of an interesting question that is going to get, I don't know what kind of response this is going to get, but I'm going to ask this just because I can. So why did you decide to do YouTube?
Because I was on the internet in 2006.
Is that it? No, like, long-winded, heartfelt response on why you decided to start a YouTube channel?
I'm a creative person that's always been dabbling into every like mode of creativity, and I've been on the internet for a long time. I don't even like my original YouTube channel. I nuked a long time ago and restarted in like 2011.
What's your count these days, Metal?
Come again?
What's your sub count?
My sub count? I am just barely over 100 again. I've always fluctuated a lot. I have been over 100 in the past, but I'm just one of those guys that I keep making stuff even if nobody's watching it.
Yes,
Yeah.
Ulrich, I get as long as it's the same address, it's fine. But I got to make sure it is your address because the email does not have Ulrich Hayuga. I'm not saying what it does have, but it doesn't have that. And Indiegogo doesn't have that either.
Mm, probably like somebody's legal name.
Yeah, which I'm not going to dox.
Yeah, no doxing! Or else. Mm. No doxing,
May not be one thing, but it can be a sure hell of a lot of other things.
Insert real sounding name here. Yep, that's it.
Although I did send you a message on Indiegogo too. I think it would have sent it on Indiegogo. So maybe you can check your Indiegogo, Elric. See whether you got a message there or anything.
So, Metal, how's the vomitorium going?
It's going about the same as always.
So nothing interesting?
I mean, it depends on what you consider interesting.
Like, no new, like, channel changing news?
No, still just keeping on the way it's been going.
Let's see. Goodnight Spoon says I'm opening a Zen meditation center for artists and people who can't read good and wants to learn the other thing. It's good too. Ulrich says, okay, I will check my Indiegogo and I will try to get into Twitter. Yeah.
Twitter's been acting up lately, I've heard. I personally don't have one, but I've heard that there's been some really wacky stuff going on there.
I haven't seen anything real wacky, but no. I don't do a lot of stuff on
Musk now owns it.
Same.
Yeah. He owns it, but nothing is really much different, you know.
You sure about that? They literally had like a by verification.
Well,
there for a while.
There's that you can get your verification via paying for it, which hey,
it's a caste system. If you pay for verification, it's not the same as if Twitter verifies you themselves.
Yeah, but then again, Twitter was also being not necessarily good on letting everybody get verified even when they had all the good right information.
I don't even want to be verified. If you can't tell it's me, you've got other issues.
Yeah.
That's honestly the same with my name. But think about this. Think about if there was a fake I'm the Metal.
No, I think you'd be able to tell.
Into the abyss.
You'd be able to tell whether the fake was me or not, trust me.
How would I be able to tell? Metal.
By the context.
Yeah.
It's like how they speak. Like, how they text, you mean?
Probably, yeah.
If they're not, like, pushing the border of using the entire, like, character count in every single reply, they're probably not me.
Interesting!
Either that, like, I either use almost every single character, like, I'm like, retyping and rearranging my sentences to make them fit often, like, okay, I gotta delete that word, I'll use a synonym instead, stuff like that. It's either that, or I'm only replying with an emoji. It's like, there's no in-between.
Like, long, like, continue.
I was just gonna say, with 200 characters, sometimes it's hard to say what you really want to say.
What's even worse too is like you'll also probably know it's not me because the account will be active. I barely ever actually do anything. Like I think this morning I replied to 6 or 7 people before heading off, but like even that's a lot for me. I barely make a tweet a day.
Yeah, it's just that it's just a weird world out there, Metal.
Oh, Elric, did you ever get to see your cover all colored in yet? Your, yeah, I knew your Indiegogo was still working. Did you get a message there from me, Elric?
So, I want to just remind everyone that YouTube's been taking away subscribers from people. So please make sure you're still subscribed to the people who you're subscribed to. I know it sounds
They've always been
dumb,
doing that.
That's old news.
Thing.
They've been doing they've been doing that since I got on YouTube.
Like I've told you, I've been over 100 subscribers several times in the past. Hopefully, I stay there now.
I'm just reminding everybody.
Yeah.
Deal with it. Deal with it. Or kick me off, either way. Just kidding. You know I'm just kidding, Crossy.
Yeah. I didn't take it serious.
I'm not. Kick pastry off.
Kick me off, I dare you. Just kidding.
We start in the chat. Hashtag kick pastry.
You're lucky I don't take dares like that easily.
Yeah. So apparently Metal is making you choose between me and him.
No, he never said he was gonna leave if you stayed or I didn't kick you. Then again, I don't know how to find
Besides, I could always just make my own stream with blackjack and hookers.
Yeah, same here. I don't know how to find messages. They might have just sent it directly to your email. I don't know.
So, Metal, do you actually stream on your own channel?
Once in a blue moon, yeah.
Maybe you should more often.
No, I'm too busy.
Too bad.
Yeah, he has to have a reason to do it. Well, could be like me. This is like Sophia's Choice. If I ever read or saw Sophia's Choice, says Goodnight Spoon.
I did a drawing stream once or twice, but then I remembered I don't like people watching me while I draw.
Yeah, how I tend to, run across that problem is, my batch is literally subscribed to this. If they weren't subscribed, then they wouldn't be my donut batch. It's just that plain and simple. So they basically choose to deal with me.
Okay, so you're on Twitter right now, Elric? Okay, Okay, so I'm gonna grab what I know is you, or what I think is you, and see whether what I think is your email, Elric, and I'm gonna.
I've just been um making shorts out of my long videos.
Yeah,
Just
I'd
like
like. Yeah, go ahead.
and it's kind of making me salty how the shorts are getting more traction.
That's just the nature of the algorithm in shorts right now, and because they're short, so people can just like flip through them. But they'll go into the shorts feed, and they'll just stay there watching one after another, and that's why you'll get more traction on them.
Yeah, but it's not like a good way to get subscribers, I don't think.
It's not very good for growth yet. I mean, they're still working on it. I've gotten a few subscribers on the channel I'm actually putting shorts on, but I don't know if that's because people had seen it or just that I've been pushing that channel. Probably one or the two, but yeah.
Elric, yeah. I just sent you another message on Twitter. It's just basically the email that I'm confirming is yours to confirm that the person in Indiegogo is you that has that email.
Speaking of, people should go to that channel because I've been dubbing comic pages as shorts.
I've been pretty much um I've been like taking like a little snippet of all my storytime animated animations and turning them into shorts. Now my hope is that people actually are curious about what happens in the rest of the video and actually clicks into the rest of the video. Like, oh, this might look interesting. So you watch the rest of the video. Simple. Hopefully. That's my dream.
Yeah. Okay, you got it right, Cross. Okay. So, Elric, that you might want to check that email because, like I said, I'm getting it returned when I send something to it. Probably before the end of December, I'm going to be sending out digital copies of the comic.
So, Metal, have you been keeping up with my videos at all?
I barely keep up with anything.
That is fair. I'm honestly that same way, but that's due to the fact that I'm literally like, um, I literally tend to spend most of my time on my own videos.
Yeah, I will later. Still recovering, and I don't want to stress about anything. Yeah, I get that. I'm just letting you know for future. Not that you, like you said, you check it that often, but
Recovery is important, don't matter if it's mental or physical.
true, very true.
I really do hate the fact that my stuff ain't the best for shorts. I'm not gonna change what I do. That's the thing. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna change due to some trend.
yeah. But you just gotta keep doing what you do. You know, you know, You just gotta do what you think's best for your channel. To
Yeah, people unfortunately don't know um don't like don't have respect for storytime animators anymore.
a lot of it's just everybody has opinions, and some are right, some are wrong. Maybe they are Could be right, could be wrong. You never know. For especially for YouTube, it's it's brutal on YouTube
Yeah,
trying to get noticed. And when
especially especially if you're a minority and YouTube is like especially going against minority groups.
no, it goes against the algorithm because it doesn't know whether you're black, white, or whatever. Unless you can look. A lot of times can look at it and they, you know, unless somebody's showing your face, you don't know whether they're black, white, yellow, whatever. Purple. They could be purple and you wouldn't know it.
Yeah. Oh, there was actually the one like creator survey, um, with like demographics.
Yeah, I get that. That maybe there are less, black people or whatever, or less Asian or whatever. But that might not because
Interest
that might be because they're choosing not to do this. You know, you can't.
Interesting how when I said minorities, you you went to race first.
Most people do.
I refuse to answer those surveys. They don't need to know anything about me. Go away.
I like physical copies, so digital copy is not my thing. Oh yeah, I get that. I'm just saying for whatever. And because it's probably be about a month at least between the physical and the digital, unfortunately.
So, how often do you post metal?
That's all you get. Not often. At all.
Metal! How are you going to expect to grow?
Because I
Think
do too
about,
many different things.
think about, think about as if your channel was a tree. Give it water!
Listen,
A
I know
tree,
how to grow a channel, that just doesn't mean I'm doing it.
Uh,
if you could see my face expression right now, you'd see an eye roll.
well, he grows one right now. He's more growing one channel than the other, and that's the Vomitorium, which he has
Yeah,
two live streams a week.
yeah, that's fair, I guess. It's just that, um, this might just be because how I've just been, but like I couldn't imagine ever like sharing a YouTube channel with somebody. I don't
I
care
also have
who they
like
are.
10 YouTube channels.
And YouTube channels. How are you? Why? Why do you have 10 YouTube channels?
For various reasons. Some of them are brands. Some of them were like way back in the day, you could not grow a channel if there was more than one type of content on it. Period. Like it just wasn't going to happen, right? So like if somebody wanted to do gaming, they had to have a different channel for gaming and so on and so forth. And it's not quite that way anymore, though algorithms still slightly favor it. It's just these are holdover channels that I've had for a long time.
Yeah. I just prefer to have one and keep consistent.
Well, I've got two.
Mm. You've got when you're eating snacks and when you're not eating snacks.
Yeah.
It's just simple. That simple.
Well, there's also video game stuff on there, some TV or movie review type stuff too.
Yeah, I was just trying to keep it simple, man.
Yeah. Well, some of that stuff the snacks used to be on here are very both of them here on here and then not on here. should actually.
Yeah, let's see. I have my personal channel, gaming channel. I've got the Vomitorium. I've got X Dynamis Chaos's channel. I have 12.2 TMTV, which was kind of like a comedy troupe that I ran. But then there was also a gaming channel for that troupe that we did things on. So that's 12.2 TMLP. I've got Catastrophe Pot Pie, but that's mostly for music. I actually think I even have more channels than that too.
Elric says one's for drawing and one's not. Yeah, all with Rick's signature dead air moments. Well,
Yeah.
actually, the pipe.
Why do you think I'm on the show most of the episodes? Why do you think I'm on here so often?
Oh, I forgot about my Malcolm Terzek channel, which is more for like educational purposes.
And then, well, there's probably less dead air on those ones because talk. Well, it might be not. It's hard to say. Gaming ones, we talk, but there's actually the game to watch. So some people like just watching the game and what's going on in there instead of talking over it. I should try and start that back up some point.
The Piper of Hamilton channel?
Yeah. Yeah, I live in a city called Hamilton. My last name is Piper. So Pied Piper of Hamilton.
Yeah, we'll start it back up, Rick. I'll take you through Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, it'd be neat to. I'm just not sure when would be good to do it.
Guess who's gonna be as busy as crap on their channel in the next month?
Yeah.
I am. Because I've been doing like Christmas cards, like a Christmas card exchange every year, and I'm gonna be doing it this year again.
Cool.
So I'm gonna be like just drawing Christmas cards for whoever sends me one. Which means I could end up with drawing 5 Christmas cards, or I could end up drawing 25 Christmas cards. It just all depends on who sends me a card.
Yeah. Alric saying, Cross, I don't know if I asked this before, but how are you doing? I don't think you did today, but I'm doing pretty good. Just been chugging away at getting Canadian Shield 2 done, which should. The basic art should be done by the end of this week, hopefully. Sunday, the latest. And then I've got to do some corrections on it. And then I got to get Metal to go over it for the grammar and spelling.
I have a feeling that if Metal worked on any of my stuff, he would have a whole lot more work to do. Because I am bad at spelling. I swear. I tend to go ahead and make fun of my spelling a ton.
Yeah, which means tomorrow I'm gonna have a video up about page 20 being done. Yeah, Elric, if you look over the last month or two, I've been putting up short vids, like 5 to 10 minutes, of either pages from Snowdrift being colored or Canadian Shield. Also, some pages of Timothy's Melvin 3 being done. Inked because I'm inking Timothy's book Melvin 3. Although he's got that out right now too. If you haven't got it yet, Elric, Melvin 2 is out to get on Indiegogo.
So, Crossy, do you have any more ideas on how you can get less dead air?
Just keep trying to talk. I think I've been doing pretty good the last couple weeks before people have come on to talk.
Wait, you were on the show alone for the last few weeks? I'm so sorry about that.
No. Well, last week I was on for about, I don't know, half an hour, and then Metal came on. The week before that, I think it was all by myself. But that's all right, you know. Like I said, this is this is just a chill stream, you know. So there was lots of people in the chat, so I was able to converse with them, and I just talked about this, that, and whatever. And that's, I'm trying just to hopefully, talk about whatever till people get in the chat, and then talk about whatever else again. Sometimes I go over the same topic 3 or 4 times.
How could that? Okay, I think I might sometimes do that too, honestly.
But somebody new comes in the chat and they haven't heard what you said, they haven't put their input into the conversation, and so like I repeat myself just so I can bring them up to date.
It sounds silly if you watch the rerun, though.
Probably not so much, because people will get it that you're trying to interact with the audience, and if you don't know whether they've been there till they chat and say something, you don't know whether they've been there to hear you.
Yeah, that's understandable. I just don't like to look silly.
I don't
just like that kind of looking silly. You know what? I've made so many videos over the last 3 years. Continue.
Let's see. Yeah, but it's going in demand, right, Timothy, as well? Ulrich says, thank you, Timothy, but unfortunately I don't have a lot of money right now to back any campaign. Sorry to hear about that, Ulrich. Well, and that's probably because of your surgeries and you're battling with cancer. Good Night Spoon says, I have devised a super secret virus that resurrects the dead air by feeding on the living air in and around shopping malls. Hey, well, Ulrich, you do need to get a present for yourself, right? Just joking. Ulrich says, also, it's Christmas, so all my money I have is going to presents. Timothy says, yes, it will go into in demand. So there we have, let's see, not the best version of her, but Timothy says, so you can tell Finity to suck it. Well, I'll let you tell him, not me.
Oh, man.
I think he was here earlier. Depending if he's still around, he might already just see it anyway.
Finity was here earlier, yes. Oh, Sci-Fi's been streaming somewhat sometimes.
And of course, if anybody out there is listening and you want to come on, feel free. It's just in my Discord. If you scroll down a bit, you find a room that says on air. Right now, you'll see 3 people in the on air chat.
Yeah, come on, guys. Just see what I did there?
Yeah.
See the pun? Hey, Crossy, one of these episodes we need to seriously have like a dad joke war. That just needs to be done.
Yeah, maybe.
Hmm. Or are you kind of scared that you'd be too bad at it?
I'd be so bad, I'd be good.
Yeah.
Or I'd be so good that I'd be bad.
um. Oh, man, that'd be an interesting stream idea, honestly.
Well, it'd be nothing
I'm
new for me because I've had streams where I'm doing the puns like almost constantly.
honestly same. Honestly, same on my show. Sometimes, like during audio games. Sometimes.
It
Oh,
just
really?
it all
Continue.
it all depends on what material you can only for a lot of that stuff. You can the puns especially. You can only work with what's given you in the chats or whatever. You know. If nobody's saying anything that you can make a pun off of that might sound a bit funny, you can't really use it.
Mm. Well, you better make your own puns, if you know what I mean.
Yes. Otherwise, people will be bittered, embittered.
um, am I scrambling your brain?
No. Cross, who are you drawing? And why does he look like Loki mixed with Kite Man? You mean this one here that I'm on right now? This is my villain, Extendo. He's stretchy like Mr. Fantastic.
He's just a Stretch Armstrong. That's it. That's the whole villain.
Hey, Lorenzo, how are you? Has anybody told Rick that no one can hear him?
Oh no! I think I think the reason why you can't hear him, Lorenzo, is because it's mostly me and Metal talking.
Oh,
Ain't that right, Metal?
yeah, Elric, did you hear? The Green Power Ranger died. David Frank. Frank? Some, David Jason Frank?
Jason David Frank, JDF.
And the voice of Batman from the animated series in the 90s died too.
Yeah, Kevin Conroy.
Dude, there's been a lot of people dying.
Lots of people die every day.
Yes.
What?
It's the nature of life.
Thousands, millions of people die every day. Just most of them we don't know about. And probably don't care so much about because we don't know them. And it's, just a thing of life.
Yeah.
Not to, poo poo on their, those people, It's tragic when anybody dies, but unfortunately it is.
No, Lorenzo, that's because Rick is perpetually several feet away from his microphone. It just floats there in a very unsafe distance.
It's right on me. My thing is like an inch away from my mouth.
I think Lorenzo's trying to say, actually talk more in your streams. I don't know, though. I can't read his mind.
Yeah. I drew him, started drawing him up as the White Power Ranger last week. I didn't finish it.
Lorenzo?
So can you guys hear me well? Or good, whatever?
Yes, I can.
I hear you just fine.
Same.
What about the chat? I know Lorenzo's probably just messing with me.
I think of all the people that might mess with you in the chat, Lorenzo's probably one of the last ones.
You're so easy to pick on, Crossy.
Yeah. Hey, Captain Infinity again. No, I'm saying Rick's mic's volume is turned down.
I think it's just because he has loud guests.
I could be louder.
Rick,
Yeah,
okay.
same here, man. Don't test it though.
Is Rick here says
I have
Kevin.
a feeling. I have a
I,
feeling Finity wouldn't be a big fan of it.
okay. I go.
I'm only half kidding. I'm only half kidding.
Well, I can always turn myself up a little bit. I can work with the gain.
Are you having the hiccups, Crossy?
I had a couple. Well, they seem to have stopped already.
Who's scaring you, by the way?
Nobody. But I can scare the hiccups out of myself.
I'm sure we all can if we try hard enough.
You're fine, Grass.
When I speak of mic volumes, it's in comparison to the other panelists. Wait, Lorenzo, was it on your show someone joked about me having me chuck my microphone across the room?
Yeah.
I think it was Lorenzo's show, honestly.
Pastry gets excitable, and then pastry gets loud.
You best bet. It's very hard to play Marco Polo, believe it or not, for me. People can literally hear me from a mile away, probably.
Well,
That's right. Elric hasn't had the opportunity to go attention citizen in quite some time.
okay, let's see. We can do something about pastry's volume, most likely, I think. Pastry was a little low earlier, so I put pastry's volume up in Discord. Now that pastry is being loud, we're putting pastry's volume down.
Pastry is a weirdo, but God bless that person. Oh, man. If you think I'm weird on this channel, good luck on my channel, man. I feel like I tend to tone down the weirdness on people's channels that are not mine.
Yeah, well, you can do whatever you want on your channel and get away with it because, well, it's your channel.
Yeah.
Well, you can't do whatever you want. Eventually, the YouTube gods will crack down on you.
Yeah, well, I just want to
anything I'd want to do.
I just more mean anything Pastry wants to do on her channel within YouTube's restrictions. Pastry can do.
You best bet that I wouldn't purposefully break the guidelines of YouTube. That'd be dumb.
That's one of the things I like about being small, is that I can say whatever I want and nobody cares.
Yeah, guess who's over 500? Me and Crossy.
Yeah, well, I've been over 500 for a while.
Crossy, what would you do if one day I beat you in sub count?
Be happy for you?
There's
lots
but
of
I doubt it because of how YouTube's been with taking subs away, and also been like being unfair to minority channels, especially if they're LGBTQ plus. From what I have heard and seen.
It depends on what they're. Actually, I don't even think it depends on what they're doing. A lot of those channels are got a lot of subs, more than me. At least me. But I guess it's we both had different experience in seeing stuff like that. Not that I go really out seeking those channels
A
either.
wild flit has appeared.
Yeah, you just happen to put up with one because I'm here and you haven't kicked me off yet.
Well, you're a reasonable person for the most part.
Yeah. And if I'm not reasonable, then I wouldn't be on air. It's just that plain and simple.
I'm unreasonable.
I'm talking about if I were to be more unreasonable than normal. Just be like, if I felt like I was gonna flip someone off, then I wouldn't be on the show.
Uh. Hey, Flit, how are you? Been a little while.
Yeah, I don't think Flint's been on since I've hopped on air.
He's been in the chat a couple times.
I don't think I was on air though.
Well, I just more mean since you've been coming to the channel, so.
Yeah, I've interacted with him in chat.
Flit says, just popping in to make certain people uncomfortable.
Too late, Flint. I kind of think that's my job-ish. Not really, though.
It's not Flint, it's Flit. F-I-L-T.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Flint. My bad.
No problem.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Hello, Mr. Sleepstack.
Oh, did Lorenzo come in? The
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Not on air. I don't think he tends to go on air on any shows but his own. I'm the opposite in that way.
Who?
I've been on a lot of shows. I've been on, let's start by who I hopped on first. I've been on this show, I've been on Dillard's once, I've been on the Vomitorium once, I've been, on Nations a few times, I've been, Sci-Fi Nations, I've been on Lorenzo's a few times, I've been on, some other channels a few times. I've been everywhere. And I've never been kicked off of a show on air. I've never been kicked off on air. I've been kicked off, I've been timed out before.
Yeah.
Once I've been kicked out like 4 times in a row on a show. I was once kicked out 4 times in a row, honestly.
Well, sometimes that's easy to happen.
The fault of the creator.
With trolls around, even good ones that have wrenches.
Oh man, I think Cat Infinity's proud of himself there.
Well, a lot of my people would just do it just to get timed out, timed out by me or the wrench taken away. They knew if they got it, if they did, timed out somebody out for no reason. Hey, Captain Finity says true story. Lorenzo says I used to go on a lot of streams, but I can't currently due to health issues. Says Lorenzo.
Yeah, I was going to
Yeah,
say, it was like who you're talking about. Lorenzo used to come on like Rick streams and stuff like that. That's most of my interactions with Lorenzo have been through that.
yeah. There's lots.
I'm gonna
There's been
continue.
there's been 2 or 3 people that sort of got their start through this channel with me or other people encouraging them from here, like Good Dog Press, who we had earlier. Maybe even Dillard. Um, and of course Lorenzo. And I think there's been a few others. So I'm glad I can encourage people to, you know,
Guess
do
what channel wasn't started by your encouragement?
yours.
Mine.
Almost every other channel.
Apparently so. That is on here. Did you encourage the metal?
No,
No.
I've been doing stuff on YouTube long before I knew Rick.
Yeah.
Hey.
I was under 100 when I first met Crossy. Hello, Lemon Pie.
Yes, I believe
Lemon
we.
Pie's from Crossy's base, I think. Or not Crossy. Crap. Hi-Fi Nation's base.
And hello, Lemon Pie. Yeah, yeah. If I remember right, that day we got you over 100 or to 100 at least.
100, I think. Yeah.
I encouraged everybody that was in the chat to go subscribe to
And
you.
now, and now they can go ahead and um listen to me or hear me at least on these streams and decide if they want to subscribe.
Yeah.
Now I'd say that'd be a good idea. I'm kind of confirmation biased. Make good ideas or go ahead and follow good ideas, my friends.
Yeah.
You might learn something. Maybe.
Elric says I had cancer recently and had surgery. They got it all out, so I don't know about not feeling good. I got it. I know about not feeling good. Oh,
He
yeah.
is talking to Lorenzo.
Oh, okay. Figured he was telling somebody because I read it before, but I figured I'd read it again. Timothy's asking
Yeah.
Lemons, what's up? Lemon saying hi to Timothy. The Timotei.
Yeah, I'm honestly so happy that I'm finally mentally filling up to streaming and whatnot.
Yeah, that's definitely good.
Last week was very mentally painful. Let's just say. Didn't have a good time.
Yeah.
But back now. And this morning I woke up. I seriously thought I was gonna be able to make it on this episode, but my mind apparently proved otherwise.
Well, I guess I'll say that is a good thing.
If you say it's not a good thing, I can go ahead and click the leave chat right now. Or like leave the on-air sanction.
Yeah, well, the only reason
Is that a threat or a promise?
That's a threat. What are you saying, Crossy?
Well, the only way it would be a bad thing is if you weren't up to it. But obviously you are.
If I'm not up to it, then I wouldn't be on unless
Yeah.
someone was being annoying. Like when
Yeah.
Metals was like was Metal's audio was so crappy where I'm just like, Metal, I am being serious, and then left.
And no, Timothy, I'm not drawing Mr. Fantastic. This is Elastic. He is, yeah, Elastic. No,
I completely forget what page she's talking about.
sorry. This is Extendo. He is a female. Female. An elastic, stretchy guy, bad guy in my universe.
Oh man! Gender's such a confusing concept. You can't even take a grasp in it, Crossy.
No, mine just brain farted. I got a good concept of gender, in my opinion, anyways.
I swear, you're going to just make me laugh so hard I cry. Yeah. Um. Accidentally misgenders his own character. Wow. Hmm. I thought that'd never happen.
Brain farts happen.
Yeah.
I could probably make my mic sound like I'm talking through a CB radio if I tried.
Yeah. Is Pastry talking through a CB radio? Ask Lorenzo. I don't think Pastry is.
I'm in my studio like I normally am. I was just I don't know. I'm just being silly. But then again, that is to be expected most of the time with me. Wait, oh! I was about to ask, what is this rocket ship? And then I'm like, oh right, it's activities.
Okay, so I said Elric. I think Lorenzo says now Rick's mic is the best sounding one. Elric asks, so is he smarter or dumber than Luffy from One Piece? I have no idea because I have no idea
It's pronounced Luffy.
Luffy because I have no idea about that character. Never read it. Although I was tempted to go see the movie that's in theaters, not knowing anything. Um,
There's like 1,000 episodes worth of content prior to that movie.
yeah. Let's see. Elric then says, why I asked is because Mr. Fantastic and Luffy both have rubber powers. But probably he is smarter. He's supposed to be a genius.
Luffy's an idiot.
Pastry says this, breaker, what is your 20? Said Timothy. Lemon Pie said, you didn't know Pastry is a semi-truck driver? Cross, you didn't answer the question. I think I have now. Lorenzo says, it sounds like Pastry's hands are cupped around Pastry's mic. Lorenzo says, I shared this stream to my community tab. Well, thank you, Lorenzo. And we're up to date. And I should have known Luffy because I actually drew Luffy a long time ago on this channel. Elric says, God, I forgot how Cross pronounces anime characters. Names. Yes, I'm bad at foreign names.
uh,
Especially ones that are really wacky looking.
Say it like the word loofah, right? It's
Loofah.
Monkey D. Luffy.
yeah. Um. So, Crossy, what's your favorite part about having this show?
Me? What's my favorite part? Interacting with people. You know, why even have a channel if you can't interact with people? Although I must say, I don't mind doing the shorts now that I'm doing the 5 to 10 minute videos.
You
And
call 5 to 10 minutes short? Wow.
well, compared to
I
my
guess
2 hour compared to my 2 hour live streams are short.
I think the fact that I can't talk is contagious. Apparently.
No,
Yes.
Rick could never talk.
No wonder there's so much dead air. Uh, uh. yeah. Mm. How many times can I roast Crossy before I get kicked off of this show?
Well,
That
seeing
is the
as how
question.
people started before you and haven't stopped, you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah.
And they haven't got kicked.
yeah. Hmm.
Roasting
Have you
me
ever
will.
kicked someone off air? Have you ever kicked someone off air?
I don't think so. I can't remember kicking anybody off, but I think I've told you the sort of story before that I had to get really stern with a couple people once that were arguing.
Oh yeah. I forgot if that was you or Sci-Fi that said that. My bad. Yeah. It's kind of unbelievable how like me and Sci-Fi beat oh um oh I got distracted with Lorenzo's community tab post. My bad.
Let's
Being
see.
being distracted kind of sucks sometimes.
Yeah. Let's see.
wow. Dylan roasts Crossy all the time, and yet Crossy ended up hiring Dillard as an artist. Hmm.
Let's see. Elric says
That's
Sorry,
not a
I was
fair
in your chat.
description of the situation. Dillard also does a lot of other stuff for Rick aside from roasting him.
yes. Elric says Cross. There's over 100 volumes of One Piece, and it started in 1999. Okay, and then Lorenzo says, "Is Lucky Rick's imaginary dog?" Elric says, Elric says, "If you ever wanted to know what Mr. Fantastic would be like if he was a pirate and had the attention span of a goldfish, then Lucky's for you." Or Luffy, I should say, not Lucky. I'm going by that dog comment before. And of course, Metal just read, or no, Pastry just read um, Lorenzo's comment.
wow, now you're confusing me and the metal.
Well, you read it, and then Metal did comment on it, so
now, great. Now I'm called the metal. Wow,
yeah.
guys, look at me. I'm the metal, apparently.
No, you're not, because I did correct myself.
No, that's a title. You're gonna have to fight me for that.
No, man,
I will demolish you.
I have the, bigger and cooler title. Ugh.
And Ulrich says, true story. I was there in the chat about Dillard roasting me. Dillard always roasts me a lot. Lots of people roast me a lot. Anyways, Lemon Pie says Dillard
You're so
spends.
easy to pick on. Continue.
Lemon Pie says Dillard spends much of his time wandering his acres of land in the dark.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Dillard scary in the dark? Sort of like Jurassic Park?
The Jurassic Dillard.
It might be easier to, if you want to tag him, tag the vomitorium, Lorenzo.
He ended up tagging me just fine.
Yes, Metal's channel is the vomitorium, or one of his channels, his main channel, I'd say at this point. If he disagrees, he can say something.
How's Marsupial been sounding? I've been hearing from him that his voice haven't been the best.
It had not quite improved yet by the last show, but he had also only just started on the antibiotics. He might be fine or not totally fine, but it might be better, large improvement by tomorrow when we actually run the show.
Yeah. I'm just asking about it just because.
Also, my for community tab posts and stuff, my actual handle is @themetal, all one word. Because I got the handle rule out sooner than most people do, just from having my channel for a long time, I was able to snag that.
Yeah. As far as like what I decided to do for my channel handle is, they originally gave me rebellious pastry as one word, but I didn't like that, so I went with the underscore.
I'm not sure how I got it, whether it's Cross Comics with a space or not.
They don't let you have spaces.
Well, underscore, whatever.
If you had a custom URL, then it was based off of your custom URL.
Well, they held your custom URL, but you did have a chance to change it.
Yeah.
But yours is just @CrossComics, just as is, no space or no underscore or anything.
Yeah. Thought it might have been. I haven't used it a lot yet, so. Ulrich asked, what did Marsupial have, Metal?
Oh, so it was something akin to like a sinus infection, but it was due to the infection, maybe it was fungal or whatever, but he had like crud on the inside of his throat near his vocal cords or whatever, so he had to take medication to get rid of it, which is actually great because it means it's something that's not invasive, requiring surgery or anything. He just takes like antibiotics or something like that, antifungal, and then it's eventually gone.
That's good.
Lemon Pie. It's just an odd joke that apparently only I find funny. What? Oh, I guess about the acres of land. Okay. That was Lemon Pie. Okay, what is it called? I right-clicked on your name, the metal. I follow your channel, says Lorenzo. For the metal, I guess. Lemon Pie says pastry makes it sound so sinister. I should have let it be. So laugh out loud.
What about making it sound so sinister?
The wandering the acres of his land in the dark, I think is what he's referring to.
Yeah. I guess I have that reputation with some, apparently. Man. So, Crossy, have you been watching any of my recent videos?
Unfortunately, not. I gotta
No
start
pressure,
watching.
man. No pressure, man. I'm just asking just for the sake of it.
I just feel I know there's no pressure, but I come on. You come on here a lot and listen to me or watch me or whatever you want to say. So I feel guilty not going over watching yours.
It's fine.
Yeah, I know. That's that's a me problem, not a you problem.
Well, if it makes you feel any worse, Rick, I am putting pressure on you to watch my videos.
Wow, Metal. That's not a way to treat a friend.
I mean, it is if you think they'll enjoy the video. I mean, don't you want them to have a little entertainment in their life?
Yes! Crossy, get some entertainment.
What if I am getting entertainment, but it's just not your channel?
Good point. I think the problem with me and the Metal is Crossy gets sick of us by the end of these episodes that he's like, do I really want to watch their channels? No.
But no, Rick can't get sick of me. What are you talking about?
I'm willing to bet he's already sick of me.
No. I get over to the vomitorium every so often, so I can't say about any of his other channels, but I do get to the vomitorium.
99 channels up on YouTube. 99 channels up on YouTube. Take one
To be
round,
fair,
round.
most of the other channels haven't had anything put on them anyway for you to keep up with.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say bye to Elric. Elric's taken off. He was glad he was able to get in touch again, but he needs to go. He says it was fun, and he says later to Metal and Rebellious. Okay, later, Elric. We're here we're here every Tuesday now at 10 o'clock Eastern for 2 hours. So come by and enjoy.
He needs to go to the vomitorium tomorrow, 4 p.m. his time, since he's concerned that everybody always runs on California time.
Yeah. Yes, I should say 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or Californian time for Elric.
I tend to just say my time zone and make everyone else convert.
Oh, normally that's what I do, but Elric, between me and Elric and a lot of other people, there's a standing joke that Elric says everything runs on Californian time.
Even though almost nothing does.
Yeah.
I'm in mountain time. Mountain time. MST. I've almost always lived in Mountain Standard Time. Like as far as like the places I live.
Yeah, same here. I've always lived in Eastern Standard. Although I've been to other time zones. I've been to whatever the East Coast time zone is. East Coast Canada, not the States.
Yeah, because it's one even further over than Eastern time.
Yeah. I think it's Atlantic. And then, of course, I've been to...
Probably. I think the only person I ever had to concern that time zone with was Larry.
Yeah. And then, of course, I've been to, well, I think a couple over because when I was down in Brazil, I think they were a couple over from that ahead.
Sorry.
Actually, I don't think
Did
I've
I
been in any of the West ones yet. Oh, hopefully. Oh, no, no. I have been to California, so I've been to the Pacific Standard Time one. So, and I guess the ones in between for a few hours or a day or whatever. When I
I
turned,
was talking about places where I live.
yeah. Well, lived, like I said, just, Eastern.
Um, yeah. Um, Colorado is an interesting place. Let's just say that much.
I went whitewater rafting there before.
Yeah, pretty interesting. A pretty interesting state in the United States of America.
Well, hello, Just Carol. How are you tonight?
Oh, she's also from Sci-Fi's base.
Every time I think of Colorado, I always think of Stephen King's The Stand, because they go to Boulder, Colorado.
So every time you think of my state, you think of I'm surprised you didn't say like South Park the TV show.
I love South Park, but that's not the first thing that comes to my head.
Yeah. Everyone does. Like South Park the TV show, or most people I know do.
I'm doing good. Great. In fact, I'd say Just Carol. Just Carol said she is all right.
Just Carol's on a Sci-Fi show, I think.
Cool, cool, cool.
Have you watched any of the Sci-Fi shows lately?
Not lately, but I've seen it a couple times. The live streams. Lately, like I said, I've been just trying to get my comic done. Well, for about a month, I was listening to something that was going on here in Canada. The Emergencies Act review or whatever. It was a thing that they had on for like a month or 40. Well, it was a month and a half, 6 weeks, Monday to Friday. Trying to figure out whether Justin Trudeau was justified in invoking the Emergencies Act, and well, heard a lot of crap, and now the guy that was in charge is pondering all the evidence for I'm not sure how long, and then until he makes his decision.
How long until he declares himself king?
Who, Justin Trudeau? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if he ends up getting in office again, he might as well be.
Yeah, well, right now, unless he declares it, he's going to be into 25. So, and I think a lot of people are getting fed up with him.
Yeah, he's they should be anyway, but you know how things are.
Well, the unfortunate thing is, the last 2 times that he was elected, he did not get the popular vote, but he got more. He got more seats.
Yeah, didn't they have to form like a minority government or something like that?
Yeah, but what I mean is, the Conservative Party got more votes. Technically, more people voted for them, but they did not get enough. The way things were voted, they just didn't get enough to get the seat somehow. They were more spread out than the people voting Liberal.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things that happens in a parliamentary system.
Yeah.
Hey, Crossy, I think I might fall asleep soon if I don't hop off.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah. No problem. Well, we're going to be ending in about 10 minutes anyways, but would you like to promote something, Pastry?
Let's see here. Um, yes, I'm actually doing my show this week. Um, I'm I'm going to, and this episode was actually supposed to happen last week, but um, things happened that the fact that my grandma passed away, and I was literally like mentally debilitated for like a week. Kind of pushed some things back, but I I should be back to the show this week, or should as in I'm going to make myself do it. But so it's going to be me and my neighbors. Like it's basically like tongue twisters this episode. And then um, I'm also the latest animation I've done was the Thanksgiving special. The next one was supposed to come out this weekend, but again with the delays. But I'm gonna give anyone who is here a head start. But I'm doing a Christmas card exchange with anyone that wants to go ahead and draw my channel a Christmas card, and I'd draw you back a Christmas card, and you'd email me at rebelliousfemale@gmail.com. Seems pretty. And make sure you keep everything PG. Pretty self-explanatory, I'd say.
Cool, cool, cool.
But yeah. As far as the Instagram goes, I've been slacking on that thing. I'm thinking about maybe switching to DeviantArt instead. Or maybe do both. Who knows? It just depends on how much time I have.
Yeah, well, it's easy just to, put stuff up. Well, almost just as easy to put up on two, it's just going to another website, logging in if it's not already logged in, and posting it.
Anyway, thank you for having me on.
Yeah, no problem.
And I'll see everyone in the future to come. Bye.
Don't die. And I've been on DeviantArt for 16 years.
I haven't been on there that long, but okay. Because I haven't known about it as probably as long as you. Although
Yeah,
I
I
think
remember back when that site was actually kind of like filled with artists that were professional or aspiring to be professional before all of the weird people got on it. I guess they saw the word deviant and they felt invited. Before it was just Sonic OCs everywhere.
why do I have Extendo by his crotch? It's at his knees. The name. I wanted it on the bottom of the page instead of over his face. The naming. You know what? I might just talk for somehow try and talk for the next 6 minutes, seeing as how I don't think I'm gonna get a figure done in you know 6 minutes or less, or not a good one.
Probably not.
And just Carol, because he's holding his hand wouldn't be masculine. Just Carol, just he could just use the excuse he's gotten him by the balls, which sounds like he has control over him. If he had to hand them that that way, they would be dating. No, I think what Timothy meant, just Carol, I wasn't sure at first, is like spelled out his name, Extendo, down at the bottom here by his knees. I think that's what Timothy was meaning. So we did get Extendo done tonight, and we got Ozona done. Not the best version of her, but it's half decent. And then last week, or couple weeks ago, we did Ultimate Boy, Horsefly, Insecto, and the Flame. So we're gonna keep adding on to this, just doing all these characters over the next however long.
I drew Zeus and I started penciling Odin, but you guys can't see that.
Just Carol says, "Hey, my reasoning is still plausible." Okay. Oh, so uh, although we still got 4 minutes, and it probably won't take you quite that nowhere near that length of time. Anything you would like to promote, Metal?
Apparently, I'm going to be promoting a fight between Flit and Marsupial IRL over this AI art thing, which I am perfectly fine with being a fight promoter. That's like one of the things I actually want to be. Other than that, though, I dropped the link to the X Dynamis Chaos channel in the chat earlier. But more specifically, actually the page I was working on is for On Tour with Mitch and Sandy. I can drop the last page of that, or the chapter cover for that in the chat, if people want. And that is the story I'm currently working on while everything is kind of in a mess. But yeah, normal stuff. And I guess also the Vomitorium is at its normal time tomorrow for 6 p.m. Central.
Okay. With that, I'll say also, if anybody hasn't, go check out Canadian Shield 2 more on Indiegogo, and if you can, contribute. Even just for $5 Canadian, you can get both digital copy of both the Canadian Shield 2 and Snowdrift #1. So that's like about $4 American. Also, tomorrow night I'll probably at 9 o'clock, somewhere around 9 o'clock. I'll probably be on my friend's channel, Hero Shack. Here's a link to. I thought I did. I thought I got the link and I didn't. Lovely. Uh, well, he's the person behind Hero Shack, or one of the people, him and his wife. But um, here is the link to that if anybody wants to go sign up to that. And of course, let me put a link to. It's not readily available. It should be in the link in the description for Canadian Shield 2 and more. And check out all the links in the description. And tomorrow morning, we'll have a new video, a short video up, about 5 minutes, on coloring up Canadian Shield 2 page 20. So I guess that's it for the night. I know we're a couple minutes early.
Well, I mean, so the only way this fight could work, because Flit is a otherwise completely anonymous person. We've heard his voice. That's about it. So I guess like either nobody can actually see the fight, and we're just gonna have to be commentating over what's happening the entire time, which could be fun in itself, or he'll have to come in like one of those full body morph suits, and we'll at least be able to check off how tall Flit is, and that's like the most we'll know about him.
Yeah. Well, and how fit or not fit he is.
But we'll have some guess in that. Those morph suits don't really show off musculature, but we'll know whether he's like thin or fat or not, or anything like that.
Yeah. So I guess that's it for tonight. Thanks for Metal coming on and Rebellious. Thanks for everybody in the chat coming by and chatting. It's been great having everybody here chatting. We will be back, of course, next Tuesday for this just chill stream. And Flit says, Luchador Flit. Yeah, that'd be neat. Luchador Flit. Okay. So bye. God bless. Love you all. Have a great week. Hope to see you soon. God bless.